everyone, Animathist here to bring you my February manga haul. Now I know this is a like a week old actually, but just a lot of stuff happened, school, work, all that jazz, and then also I tried recording it twice, didn't like how the first one turned out, then the second one I forgot a few things, and I was thinking about just saving them for the March haul, and then I was thinking about just combining February and March, but no, I really want to do this February one. So let's just jump in, shall we? So starting things off with something I don't normally get, we have the Japanese imports. I'm not a big import fan, but there was a few series that I have to make an exception for, and this first one is one of them. It's my one and only Blu-ray for the month, and it is Persona 5, the OVA, The Daybreakers. Really like this collection, but yeah, it's an import, so English subtitles only. I really like this little sleeve, it just slides off. I'm a huge fan of Persona, and I've been waiting for Persona 5 for a really, really long time, and I'm really just excited for it to come out next month, April 4th. Reviewers already have their copies, so, you know, I'm just getting a bit antsy here, waiting until I can get mine. But, yeah, this set is really nice. It comes with this little Take My Heart postcard, and, yeah, the inside's nice. Oops, almost dropped it. So, yeah. Persona, if you don't know about it, it's a gaming franchise. It's one of my favorites. It's part of the Shin Megami Tensei series of games, which I enjoy quite a bit too. Not as much as Persona, but I enjoy them. And if you're into JRPGs, I definitely check out Persona 5. You can just jump right into it without knowing anything about the series, really. So, yeah. I put this on wrong. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Now, my next import is this time a manga. And it is Kingdom Volume 28. Now, I didn't have any Kingdom physical media. If you watched my manga tag I released, you would realize that, because I had to draw a crappy picture of this man right here. But I love Kingdom, and I just really needed a physical something for it. And so I decided to get Volume 28 because it has my favorite character, Kanki, on the cover. And yeah, I just love Kingdom. If you like historical fiction, it's definitely a must. It's probably my second favorite manga ever, right after One Piece. Though Fullmetal Alchemist is still up there, but I don't know, this might beat it. Let me look for some artwork. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Here's a nice spread. It has some really great just artwork in this series. The start of the series is a bit rough, but it really comes into its own artwork wise, and the wars and battles are just amazing. The characters are great. The main character leaves a bit to be desired. The side characters, though, are amazing. I'm just trying to see if there's any other good image to show off. But this volume takes place during the best arc in Kingdom, in my opinion. Here's one. And for a lot of people, I think they would know which arc I'm talking about, especially after seeing these pictures. But yeah, because there probably is an objectively best arc in Kingdom, but obviously everything's subjective. But I think people know what I'm talking about when I say that. Moving on to some sports mangas I got. Starting things off, I have Haikyuu Volume 9, and I'm a bit upset because I actually ordered 2 of these, which they're $6 each, so it's not like it was that big of a deal. Not like the time I ordered 2 Seraph of the End Volume 10s, because those were like $12 each. That hurt a bit, but this not so bad, but I really need to just start checking my cart a bit more, but whatever, I have another one. So if anything happens to this one, I guess I'm set. But Haikyuu is great. I love the characters, and it's just an awesome sports manga. Definitely up there and can hold its own with the best of them. Next, we have one of my favorite sports mangas as well. We have Kuroko's Basketball, the fourth omnibus. These omnibuses are kind of whatever. I don't hate them. I think they're pretty good. Especially better than some other Viz releases for omnibuses. I wish they were singles though, but you know, you get what you can. Or you take what you can get. I always get that mixed up. But yeah, Kuroko's good. It's definitely up there. Eyeshield 21 may be my favorite sports manga, maybe. But this one is really high up there. It's just, I love the characters, and, but I prefer the anime. And I don't really care for the ending all that much. But next, since I was just talking about it, we have Eyeshield 21, Volume 10. Eyeshield 21 is absolutely a great sports series. Probably my favorite. Has some great characters, has some just awesome sports competitions. And it's just an all-around good, fun time. I really like the anime. The manga is just as good, and yeah, not much to say about it. Just, you should definitely check it out. Next, moving on to some of my battle shonens, I guess you could say. Starting things off with one of my favorite things I got this month. It's One Piece Volume 81. Obviously we have these Zou gang on the cover with Luffy, and we have all the minks. I really love this cover, by the way. I love the camouflage. I think it's just really cool. But this obviously takes place during the Zou arc, and we get a lot of awesome revelations about characters, a certain character in specific that I think a lot of people find interesting. Yeah, I was actually pretty disappointed, not with the manga especially, like the Zou arc's one of my favorite arcs, but I was pretty disappointed, I guess, with the YouTube anime community a little bit, I guess, because I was looking through manga hauls and I didn't really see anyone pick this up. And I understand it probably because it's really a long-running shonen series, and they're probably not caught up to it in terms of either reading it or collecting it, so it makes sense to me. But yeah, because I was just looking to see if anyone picked it up, but nope. But that's okay. One Piece is great. We have one more volume left of the Zou arc, I believe, and then we'll start the next arc that we're currently in the manga, which is exciting. This arc we're currently in is probably going to be up there for me as one of my favorite arcs. But yeah, so One Piece Volume 81, always a pleasure. Next we have sorry about that. That cough came out of nowhere. Next, we have another favorite shonen manga of mine. It's My Hero Academia. This cover is definitely my favorite My Hero Academia cover. Absolutely love it. Bakugo's my favorite character. By far, he was since chapter 1. I just like those kind of characters. I love the color red, so yeah. This definitely is my favorite. This ends, I believe, the Stain arc and starts the end of term exam arc. So, yeah, we're really getting into some good stuff. That one is probably, I don't know, it's not like One Piece where I can rank the arcs very easily, but that one's probably up there. Same with the Stain arc. So this volume in general is just really good. Next volume has some great stuff too. Moving on, we have the next installment in the Magi series. Now, since last I talked about Magi, I have read a few more volumes. I'm on like volume 20 or 21. So I'm almost caught up with the English releases. It's not a series I keep up to date online. It's not a priority. I like it a lot, but I still feel like I should like it more than I do. And I just don't know why I don't like it more. I mean, I do love it, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's up there for me, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. But Magi, volume 22. I do love it. So, there you go. Next, a newer series, we have Fire Force volume 2. I'm really enjoying this series by the creator of Soul Eater. It's just really fun, quirky characters. If you like Soul Eater, you'll probably like this. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it though. I was reading it online for a little bit, I only read a few chapters into this volume, so don't have much to say. I'm really enjoying it though. Next, a series I would imagine most of you haven't heard of. Itsurabito Volume 6. I really like Itsurabito. It was one of the first mangas I started collecting in high school. It's very simplistic, I would say, very enjoyable, nothing amazing. If you just want an enjoyable read to relax to, I definitely recommend it. Good characters, not really a plot to speak of, very arc-based. So you could say it's a bit repetitive, maybe. Kind of has a One Piece vibe in the sense of, you know, they're just exploring and gathering crewmates, if you will. Kind of family members, I guess. But yeah, I'd recommend checking it out. Next, actually, no. We'll go here. So next we have Platinum End by the creators of Death Note and Bakuman. Platinum End is good. I'm enjoying it. Nothing amazing, really. I love these volume covers, though. For that alone, I'll probably continue collecting it. Yeah, it's good. I read most of this volume, I believe. Not the very end, though, I don't think. Online. But I haven't been keeping up online anymore. But, yeah, it's nothing too amazing, so. But it's good. I enjoy it. Next, we'll go to the shoujos. We have Yona the Dawn, Volume 4. This is probably by far, maybe not by far, but it is my favorite shoujo manga. I love the characters. The main female character is really great. It has great character development. I love all the characters really in it. Even if you don't like shoujo, I'd recommend it. It has enough action and enough politics and stuff, I think, to keep anyone intrigued. And it's not, like, the romance is kind of a subplot, for now at least. I was caught up online. I'm a few chapters behind, probably like 10 or 15 or so. But now that I see they're releasing on Manga Stream, I'll probably get caught up again. But yeah, this volume introduces Shinha, the blue dragon, which is my favorite, by the way. So I really enjoy this volume, and the next 2 volume covers look great, so can't wait to pick up more of it. Next, as per usual, or kinda at least, we have Fruits Basket, Volume 10, the Collector's Edition by Yen Press. Still beautiful editions, as always. I'm really glad I have these rather than the single volumes. I'm still stuck on Volume 3. Or stuck sounds bad, but I just haven't read anymore. But yeah, like I said, these Yen Press releases are really great. Nice art. Can't see if you're seeing it, but yeah, so not much to say, but only 2 more volumes left, and I'll be caught up with the Fruits Basket collector's editions. So that's great. Next, getting into more dark stuff, I guess, we have The Flowers of Evil. The rest of it, I think last haul, maybe I picked up the first 6, but, or maybe 2 hauls ago, I can't remember. But Right Stuff finally sent me the rest. They were kind of back-ordered, but we have Flowers of Evil, Volume 6. Flowers of Evil, Volume 7, which is my favorite volume cover, and if I had this back then, it probably would have made my top 10 favorite volume covers list. Let me try and talk about it while I show these off. Bit difficult, but, you know. Volume 8. Flowers of Evil, I thought was pretty good from volumes like 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3, but then I thought it fell off and it was a bit, I didn't know where it was going and it was a bit weird. Flowers of Evil, Volume 9. But then, around the end of Volume 5, I want to say, through the end, I thought it really picked up and I thought it was really interesting and just kind of had to binge read it. So yeah, I like Flowers of Evil. I don't love it, but I really like it. And the main reason I don't love it, this is Volume 10 if I didn't say. The main reason I don't love it is just because it's not really my thing or my kind of story. But I still appreciate it for what it is. Flowers of Evil, Volume 11. So yeah, and I love these volume covers and just these vertical releases. Next, we have Berserk. So I got the rest of Berserk I needed to finish the Golden Age arc. So I have volume 7 here, which I read online, but then I stopped because the online it was all out of order and I didn't want to spoil myself, so I stopped. But I guess back and the spine. But yeah, so I read volume 8 now though. And so I have 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14. This is volume 10, by the way, to read, and then I'll be caught up, or I've read the Golden Age arc. And so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. It's Berserk, so, you know. And then volume 11. I mean, I don't think, obviously I know what kind of happens in the Golden Age arc, and seeing it happen and like the context behind it all and the characters is really fun. So far it's not like my favorite thing ever, as I know it is a lot of people's. I do really like it though. Definitely in my, I mean, I hate when people say such and such series is in their like top 10 when they've only read like not even half of it. So I'm not going to say that, but it's definitely on its way to becoming there if it continues with the quality. But yeah, so volume 11. And then I have a one game release I got. Unfortunately, I left a few things on the shelves, so I'll have to do a jump cut, but not quite yet. But we have Horizon Zero Dawn. I got the collector's edition, so it came with the steelbook, which is absolutely beautiful. Now this game is great. If you haven't heard about this game, I'd highly recommend you checking it out or getting it. If you own a PS4, it is exclusive. Yeah, the game's not in here, but you got some nice artwork. But yeah, Horizon's great. But the collector's edition also came with a figure, and like I said, I left it on the shelf along with another figure, so I'm just gonna jump cut both times and just show you those figures, I guess, while they're on the shelves. Alright, so see you then. Hello guys, so I'm back again with this figure. This is Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. I got her in the collector's edition. This is a really great detailed figure. She has a lot of weight to her. Probably most of it comes from the Watcher, the machine she's standing on, but still, it's really great, really detailed, especially at the price I got her for, which was really cheap, considering I had a few discounts. So I got her for like 28 bucks, if you do the math, and she's probably a $60 figure, yeah. So, not hard to complain, so it's a pretty great deal. So yeah, and now I have another 2 figures technically to show off. So, if you'll excuse me while I move on over there. Hello guys, so these are the last 2 figures I have to show you, and the last thing I have to show you for this haul in general, and that is the Ace and Luffy kid figures during their little Brotherhood exchange moment, a pretty popular moment in One Piece, or pretty famous I guess. I can't wait to get the Sabo one that will complete this kind of image, I guess. Yeah, this is just a really great figure, and I figured I definitely had to have them in this setup. And I know Luffy has his hat on, which I linked during the whole thing. He didn't, but I like him with his hat on, especially since it's so big. But yeah, so I really like these 2 figures. Actually, my friend gave them to me just kind of randomly out of nowhere. He bought them, so I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, so that will wrap this haul up. I hope to see you in the March haul, which will probably come a lot sooner since this one came so late. So yeah, see you next time. Hello guys, so these are the last 2 figures I have to show you, and the last thing I have to show you for this haul in general, and that is the Ace and Luffy kid figures during their little Brotherhood exchange moment, a pretty popular moment in One Piece, or pretty famous I guess. I can't wait to get the Sabo one that will complete this kind of image, I guess. yeah, this is just a really great figure, and I figured I definitely had to have them in this setup. And I know Luffy has his hat on, which I think during the whole thing he didn't, but I like him with his hat on, especially since it's so big. But yeah, so I really like these two figures. Actually, my friend gave them to me just kind of randomly out of nowhere. He bought them, so I appreciate that a lot. Um, and yeah, so that will wrap this haul up. I hope to see you in the March haul, which will probably come a lot sooner since this one came so late. So yeah, see you next time.